Understanding and overcoming the effects of negativity in the workplace. Rocky has worked in the casino industry for over 14 years and understands the ill effect that negative behavior and attitudes can have in the workplace. In his presentation, Taking the Sting Out of Workplace Negativity, Rocky explains how taking a positive approach to negative leads to a more pleasant and productive working environment. Help me welcome Rocky D. Lorenzo, taking the sting out of workplace negativity, taking the worst sting out of workplace negativity, Rocky D. Lorenzo.
Wait till you hand them out. Thank you, Eric. Let me start with a question. How many people do you think die each year from a bee sting?
200.
0. No one dies from a bee sting. It's the venom the bee injects into you that does all the harm. And let's say, for instance, a swarm of bees were to fly into this room, and each and every one of us got stung. Would we all have the same reaction? No. Some people may have no reaction, but some are being rushed to the hospital. Now you're probably wondering, what does bees and negativity have to do with each other? Because when you're confronted by a negative situation, it's much like being stung by a bee. For example, Krista, your boss tells you on a 4:30 on a Friday night that you have to work overtime. You just got stung by a bee. Sanjay, someone else gets that promotion that you work so hard for. You just got stung by a bee. Tim, you order a double-shot hazelnut latte from Starbucks, drive away only to realize they gave you the wrong cup of coffee. You just got stung by a bee. The venom is the inner voice of negative thoughts that you conjure up in your minds. I'm not working late, it's not fair. How did that person get that promotion over me? I'm quitting. I can't believe that person gave me the wrong cup of coffee. I just wasted $9.62. All those negative thoughts begin to consume your mind. You just lost control of your normal thinking process because you no longer see things rationally, because those negative thoughts causes you to overreact and many times blow things out of proportion. Your reaction to the negative situation then depends on how you're affected by it. For some, it's just having to work late, a wrong cup of coffee. But then for others, it's the end of the world. Let's face it, the world is one gigantic beehive with the amount of negative information and situations that we're bombarded with on a daily basis. The chances that we're going to get stung. Is there any wonder why there's so much negativity in the world? But what if there was a way that where you could immune yourself? Find an antibiotic to fight off this negativity. Learn how to handle things in a more positive manner. Would that benefit you in both your personal and business life? Well, that's why I'm here today, to put a little medication into your doctor's bag of life. Because this so-called venom is like a virus that can easily spread from one person to another. Unless you're immune to it or take the necessary action to fight it off, you too will become negative. Now, I'm not claiming to be a psychiatrist or psychoanalyst reaching back into one's past to find the root in negativity. But I did stay at Holiday Inn Express last night. I'm the coach taking you from today and working towards your future. This presentation is broken up into 2 parts. The first part we'll explore what negativity is, who's affected by it and how, and then the latter part we'll take a look at workplace negativity, how it affects the employee, the customer, and the company, and then ways of dealing with it. My objective here today is to get you to think and act more positive than negative situations. So let's get started. The first step in dealing with negativity is through awareness and understanding of your own negative thoughts, feelings, and actions. You are the first level of defense in this fight against negativity, and it all starts with you. Okay. What is negativity? Negativity is often the unrecognizable and uncontrollable mindset of negative thoughts that affects the way you think, feel, and act. The two key words here are unrecognizable and uncontrollable. How do you begin to control something that you are unaware that you are doing? Are people allowed to be negative? Sure, it's natural. Many times what's causing the negative situation is justified, and that person has a right to feel that way. It's only when they allow it to disrupt the personal life and business life and consume their heart and mind, they need to take action. But that's where the problem is, because most people who are negative are unaware that they're being negative. They believe there's nothing wrong with their behavior or attitude, so there's no need to change. Brings me to a story of a lady. She's watching the TV news, and she learned that somebody's driving the wrong way on a major freeway that her husband drives each morning. Being concerned, she immediately calls him up. Herb, Harriet, be careful. Someone's driving the wrong way on the major freeway you're on. Her response was, someone, there's 100 of them. How do we begin to control something that we are unaware that we are doing? Why do we become negative? Easier than being positive. Very few people are willing to make the effort to turn around a negative situation. Very few people are willing to turn around a negative situation. They believe there's nothing wrong with the behavior, so there's no need to change. And besides, we like the drama in our life. Cherie Carter Scott, author of Negaholics, How to Overcome Negativity and Turn Your Life Around, states, your addiction to negativity is based upon the physiological chemical rush you experience every time you engage in negative thoughts, words, or actions.